Hello, good morning, and welcome to the Hayley and Allyson show here live on Backchannel. I'm Hayley Ellis. This is Allyson June Smith.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. We are here 6 till 8 a.m. this morning. If you are listening, drop us a line. Backchannel is the only place to listen, watch, and interact with us, your hosts, via your device. The ways to do so. If you're watching on an Echo show, I can see Allison's lovely hair and my very dry hair. The command to give your device is the word say, followed by whatever you'd like to tell us. Look, a little wheels bun, a little indents. Let's chat. I said the name of the device. Shouldn't have said that. Apologies. Say producer Will is Southampton. That's all you need to do. That's the way to do it. But
That's
not
so
that.
fun. Producer
It
Willis
is.
made us new little what do you call them? Little intros, indents. We're very excited about this. Yes.
Yeah. If you're watching, listening even on an audio only Echo, go to backchannel.tv on your phone. You can type in whatever you'd like to tell us there this morning. Or you can just, if you're watching on YouTube, type in the comments box below and get in touch that way. It's January the 20th. Oh, yeah, we're flying through January, Allyson.
I can't believe it. I honestly, we just got to January, didn't we? We just got to January, and now we're it's the 20th.
Almost all the Valentine's cards are out already. And I'm like, oh, man.
Valentine's cards, or as I like to think of it, the day before my birthday cards. Everyone's in love because it's the day before my birthday.
That's exactly why they're in love, Allyson. But my daughter's birthday's the same day as yours, isn't it?
Oh my God, that's right. Oh,
Yeah.
your
So
daughter
I
and
was in
I.
hospital on Valentine's Day because I was convinced. I'm like, my waters broke on the 12th, and then I was in over the couple of days period, and I was like, I'm going to have a Valentine's Day baby, and I didn't want a Valentine's Day baby because I felt sorry for them because they're competing.
This is the thing. You never want to have a birthday on a holiday. Even I knew that. Even I knew that as a baby. I was like, absolutely not. I will wait until midnight and then I will come out.
Yeah, which is what my daughter did also. But there you go. But not about you anymore, Allyson, because today is January the 20th.
Yeah.
And happy birthday to Gary Barlow of the Take That. 51 today. He is aged
Beautifully.
Yeah.
Does that feel weird, though, saying Gary Barlow is 51?
Yeah, because I used to love Take
That's
That.
what I mean. I assume
Huge.
Take That was like a band like that. For me, that would be like my New Kids on the Block. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was.
I was like in love. Mark Owen was my favorite, not anymore. Yeah, 51. Scary, isn't it? Anyway, Rainn Wilson from The Office is 56 today. Buzz Aldrin, 92.
Oh my goodness, Buzz! Well
That's
done.
me walking on the moon.
And don't they say going to the moon can like I'm doing it too, shorten your life? So well done, Buzz.
Who says that?
Yeah, because like flying in the rocket shit and everything, it compresses your organs. Apparently, they say astronauts, their life expectancy is just slightly shortened due to what they put their bodies through going in and out of space. So, well done, Buzz. Apparently, you were supposed to live to 150. Yeah, you're at 92. Yeah.
92, Buzz Aldrin. You say what we put our bodies through, but then you should see what I put my body through, and I don't go to space.
On a daily basis, what I put my body
basis.
through, right?
A bowl of popcorn every night is what you put your body through.
My body's like, please just go to outer space instead. Please just go to outer space.
We need to compress. We need to compress. And David Lynch is 76 today. Twin Peaks, love it. Happy birthday to you all. Let us know what you got for your birthday. What did you get Buzz Aldrin for a 92nd birthday?
I mean, I bet you he gets a lot of space-themed stuff.
Bet he's sick of it now. And
one more model of the moon, he's going to throw it out the window. I'll show you a moon. I bet you he's so sick of it. David Lynch, though, that's interesting. Twin Peaks. Were you a Twin Peaks fan?
I was. And I was really young when it was on. And watching it now, I'm like, I can't believe I used to watch this when I was young.
Because it's still creepy now. When you watch it, it's still...
Yeah.
I was almost too scared of it when it came out. Because, I was young as well. I mean, I was a young 47 at that age. I should have, But it was scary. And you watch back now and just as creepy. Well done, David Lynch. You figured out creepy, I think, before a lot of people did. That show set a precedent for eeriness. Yeah.
Yeah, well done, David Lynch. I think you figured out creepy before he did, though, Allyson.
Probably. I invented horror movies. I said to the very first horror movie maker, I said, you know what? People like to be scared. And
that's what you said. Well, speaking of back
scared?
in history, no, speaking of a different time in history, on this very day, Allyson, in history in the year 1933. Do you remember it?
I was a young 52.
Yeah, back in 1933, the fictional character, the Lone Ranger, was introduced on the radio station WXYZ.
Wow.
So American, that WXYZ in Detroit, Michigan. Do you remember the Lone Ranger's first appearance on the radio?
I do.
Imagine if it was just 10 minutes of
It
just that.
probably was, Hayley. It probably was, but people were so desperate for entertainment. They're like, "Yeah, that sounds like a horse. I see the horse. I see the horse." Everyone
So,
around the radio, "Yeah, that's a horse. That's definitely a horse." Yeah.
do you remember those days, cram around the radio, just listening in?
All of us gathered. My very first date was in front of a radio. It was very exciting. We were married 2 days later. No.
And in the UK today, Allyson, oh, you like this one because, it's National Cheese Lovers Day. I'm a big cheese lover.
What's your favorite type of cheese, Hayley?
Oh, I like them all. I went through a bit of a blue phase at Christmas.
Oh, did you? Blue cheese. That's a
strong
strong cheese. Yeah.
Yeah, I like a bit of brie.
Yeah.
I like a bit of cheddar, as we all do. Pecorino.
Pecorino. Yeah.
Tell me what's wrong. What is your favorite cheeses?
Okay, my favorite cheese in the world is one I found a few years ago at a
halloumi as well.
Oh,
Sorry.
halloumi is so you got real excited there because halloumi fries, I mean, that's a game changer if you've ever had halloumi fries. So good. Halloumi in general can be done so many different ways. Anyway, my favorite cheese is
Yes.
it's called charcoal cheddar. Have you heard of this?
No.
Okay, it is a black cheddar cheese because there is charcoal within the cheese. It adds a mature, aging taste to it. Yeah, charcoal cheddar. It's a black cheddar cheese. It melts. It is mature. It is strong. If you like a strong cheddar, this is one of the strongest cheddars I've ever had, and it just melts. Charcoal cheese.
Is that only available in Canada or is it
No, I
worldwide?
bought it in Cardiff. It was from the Cheshire Cheese Company. They're not a sponsor of the show, but that is where I got my cheese from. Cheshire Cheese Company. But you can get charcoal cheddar at a lot of places. Black cheddar. Don't go by the outside look. I've been fooled before. I've been fooled before by the wax. If it's black and you're like, oh, it's the No, you got to make sure. You got to ask them, is the cheese itself black? Is it real charcoal cheddar?
I mean, you're very passionate about this, Allyson. I wish you wouldn't have started it, to be honest with you.
Best cheese in the world.
It's the cheese. Well, I'll have to try that out, genuinely. I mean, I am trying to be more healthy, so I don't know if getting a block of cheddar cheese will do me any good, but I do want to try it. Maybe when I come to your house for deviled eggs, we can have a charcoal cheese as well. Little buffet.
I'm going to have a tasting party with you and Will one day.
Also, in the US, it is Disc Jockey Day today. Do they still call them disc jockeys?
I don't know. Do they call them disc jockeys? Because do they even play the music anymore? Isn't that just programmed by a program manager and then disc jockeys just talk until the program manager hits play?
Because DJ is short for disc jockey, isn't it? So is it like DJ Day? Are we celebrating Calvin Harris? What are we celebrating? Or are we celebrating those people that go around and just play party songs?
Yeah, like
Let us know.
DJs. Karaoke DJs deserve a celebration. Yeah.
That's debatable.
Hayley, okay.
Debatable. I don't know. I've been to some terrible discos. Anyway, discos. Oh my day, showing my age. We're here till 8 a.m. this morning. We've got shows here all day though, because after ourselves here on the Hayley and Allyson show, A Vision of Delight in Grey and producer Will. Actually, let's get producer Will on. Morning, producer Will. There he is.
Good morning.
We're all wearing grey today.
We didn't even plan it.
Yeah, I'm two-toned. This is two-toned.
You do
beige on the bottom, if that helps.
Gray on the top. Party on the top, boring on the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is it a party? Is it?
Gray is a party.
So
gray, party gray. That's what they call it, right?
I like my cheese like I like my boyfriend's.
Non-existent?
Wow. That's not true. No. Extra mature and a little bit stinky.
Lovely. That's what you want to hear this morning.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit stinky.
Just a little bit pungent, you know?
I could imagine you a smelly man, Will.
A smelly old man.
Smelly old man is what Will's looking for. If you fit the bill.
If you're a smelly old man, say to your device.
If you're pungent, we've got the guy for you. Yeah.
This guy.
Hello.
Thank you, producer Will. He's been here
You're
with us
welcome,
until
I
8
think.
a.m. Yeah. Looking for a smelly, smelly man.
Oh,
But yes, 8 till 10, Liv Harrison is following ourselves here. So check out the lovely Liv show. After Liv, 10 till 12 is the Jam and Rennie show. At 12 till 2, it's the Anthony Davis show. At 2 till 4, Hal Rudnick is here with your pal Hal. And at 4 till 6, Mario Smith. So check out our array of shows here on Backchannel. But stick with us until 8 a.m. because we've got loads coming up. Would you like to know what's coming up, Allyson?
Hayley, why don't you give us a little breakdown on what is coming up in the next hour?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Coming up in the next hour of the show, we're going to be doing the news stories from around the world. We're going to be doing the one-star TV show review today. That dancing's off-putting. We're going to be doing our Agony Aunties section where we try and solve your problems. We end the show on a game of true or false. And that's all coming up in the next 2 hours of the show.
You have reached the Hayley and Allyson show with producer Will.
There you go. That's Allison's mum, Vicky Smith, doing a little jingle for us. But now it is time for our Agony Aunties section. Let's get straight into it, Allyson June Smith.
That sounds great. That sounds great. Now, we love this section. This is where people send in some problems and we solve them. No, we discuss them, don't we, Hayley?
We do discuss your problems. Listen, we're not trained therapists. We're barely trained at what we do. In fact, some would say inadequate training. Just not our opinion of the listeners. So if you would like to get in touch, if you have a problem and you think, do you know what, I'd like 2 comedians to talk about it on national radio, then do so. The command to give your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv and you can type your problem in there. Or if you're watching on YouTube, you can just type in the box below. So get in touch, let us know your problems. But also, Allyson always says, if you have any advice for any of the problems that we are talking about and you want to chip in and say, oh, actually, that's happened to me, I've got some advice on how I dealt with that, then do that also.
Yep. Yeah, please get involved. The more we share, the more we all grow, right?
I thought you were going to say, the more we share shows the more we care.
Bum, bum, bum. We do care. But yeah, we just like to discuss these. This is my favorite section. I won't lie. I love giving advice. I've always been an advice giver because then I'm avoiding my own issues. So that's what makes it fun, everyone. So let's get into avoiding my issues. What's the first problem, Hayley?
Well, Allyson, the first problem is from Isabel in Texas. And they say, my manager calls me kiddo. And it makes me extremely uncomfortable. What can I ask? How can I ask her to stop?
Okay. Isabel, my first questions to you are, how old are you? The day will come where nobody calls you kiddo ever again. And that's a sad day.
For you, it was like 60, 70 years ago that stopped,
It was
didn't
60, 70 years ago. I was a young 102 and they stopped calling me kiddo and it broke my heart. But I do understand what you're saying because kiddo, it's got a patronizing connotation.
Connotation.
Thank you.
Yeah.
To it. And it's it makes you extremely uncomfortable. Yeah. Do you know, how can you ask her to stop? I mean, you could just directly say, hey, don't call me kiddo, but I understand you don't want to attack this person. You know what you could do? You could, I'm always a big fan of this sort of thing. You could say, you have a relative that used to call you kiddo and it really you don't like it, maybe you could say there's a history to the term kiddo that affects you. So you're like, I just, I don't mean to attack you, but so-and-so used to call me kiddo when I was growing up and it just really fazed me. Do you mind if not doing that? Or, to not
what
to make
you
it
could
then.
do, you could call your manager oldie. All right, old man or old woman.
Old O. Yeah.
Elder. Yeah, you could start using a patronizing nickname for them. It may not be from a patronizing place. It might be, but it could just be. I sometimes use the term all right, gang, or like stuff like, it just could be something that's sort of ingrained in them that they do to other people, like a term of affection. But obviously it's upsetting you. So yeah, like Allyson says, maybe just have that conversation and say, oh, do you mind not calling me kiddo? Because, like Allyson said, My dad calls it me, and I don't see him anymore. I mean, maybe not that.
But something, it could be that, but rather than making it then about them and what because you don't, they may not even be thinking of it. It might not be. Also, do they call other people in the office kiddo? Like maybe this is just a term that they throw around without realizing. But yeah, Isabel, I would make up a fictional relative, and I would say, hey, can you please stop calling me kiddo? It just reminds me so much of my Uncle Steve, and we don't talk about Uncle Steve anymore. I don't know, some reason, but that's what I would do. I would definitely, yeah, that's how I would handle it. Yeah, that's what I would do.
There you go. I like the way you're reassuring yourself. Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
what I would do. I would say, don't call me kiddo. But again, I would make up a fictional.
Yeah, or call them a name. Call them a name, and they surely won't like it. All right, job's worth. Like, maybe not that. Don't want to get you fired, Isabel. Like I say, disclaimer, please do not take any of this advice. Literally, we cannot be sued. We cannot be sued for giving our opinion. Please don't use this advice, especially from me. Allyson gives good advice. Mine, not so much. Allyson, next problem. This is from Steve, and he says, I'm rubbish at doing what I say I'm going to do. How do I hold myself accountable? I've got a feeling a list is going to come in. Alyson's going to mention something to do with a list, I think, Steve. What do you reckon, Ali?
It's like you've heard me give advice so many times. I do like a list. I'm rubbish at doing what I say. How do I hold myself accountable? Okay. No, I'm going to go more physical. We're going to go beyond a list. We're going to do a swear jar technique. So if you decide you're going to say something, right? So you're like, I'm going to clean the attic this week. Okay, great. You're going to clean the attic. You're going to clean the attic by Sunday. If you don't clean the attic by Sunday, $5 goes in the jar, right? So you could start to if you set up some actual minor consequences that you can give to yourself, it just makes you a little bit more accountable to yourself, because that's what we're aiming to do. Individual accountability. So I would set up like a swear jar kind of thing. So if you don't do something, money goes in that jar for future. Also, you could or you could reward yourself instead of punishing yourself when you get that thing done. You can go, if I get that attic cleaned by Sunday, I'm going to buy myself a pizza dinner. I'm going to order out. So then you reward yourself. So maybe some people learn from negative, not negative, but like some sort of consequence. Other people learn by positive reinforcement. Maybe try both, see what happens. But follow through is definitely, so there has to be an after effect to whether or not you do or don't do that thing.
Yeah, or you could put it on social media, because then that holds you accountable. If it's like, I'm going to go to the gym this week, then if you put it on social media, people were like, I thought you said you were going to the gym, when you're tagging yourself into McDonald's. So that holds you accountable. Also, I'm reading, that's a bad way to do it, but I'm reading a really good book at the minute, just to recommend it. It's called Atomic Habits by James Clear. Excuse me, and I need to clear my throat. Never mind, James Clear. But really good book. I'd recommend it. It's all about making new habits and to make yourself more productive, if that's what you want. And he sort of says things like Allyson says, it'll be a list. So it'll be like, tomorrow, I will do this at this time, and make it easy for yourself. So this could start small. It depends on things that you want to do. So it could be like, tomorrow, I'm going to read a book directly after I come home from work for 10 minutes. So you give yourself allocated times to do certain things.
And allocated times, I was going to say, that's a big thing, right? I'm going to give myself 2 hours to go up into the attic, because I think sometimes we get overwhelmed by tasks. So yeah, I agree with that. Giving it a time frame is excellent as well. Hayley, sorry to cut you off. Yep.
No, absolutely. Thank you for joining us. If you are, I can see Buddy has joined us for the first time on Backchannel. Good morning, Buddy. This is the Hayley and Allyson show. We are talking your problems this morning in our Agony Aunties section. If you have a problem, you would like to get involved, I can see you're listening on an Echo show. You just need to go to backchannel.tv on your device. Drop us a line, say hello. Let us know what you've had for your breakfast. We're very nosy people, Buddy. But at the minute, we are talking your problems. And Allyson, we have a problem. I don't know who this is from, but it says, my boyfriend, oh, this is horrible. My boyfriend doesn't brush his teeth before we go to bed, and I think that's really gross. How do I make him start?
Okay, all right. It really repulses you. All right.
Well, yeah, wouldn't you? Like if your partner never brushed their teeth before bedtime?
I sometimes don't brush my teeth before bed.
You do. You've got beautiful teeth.
But sometimes I do. I always floss, but sometimes I skip a brush. I know, I'm a bad
Do
person.
ya?
I brush every morning, but sometimes at night I'm just too tired. I can't be bothered. But okay, if this is something that you think is, do you think you do anything that your boyfriend finds disgusting? You could be like, "Hey, listen, I'm gonna stop cutting my toenails in bed if you brush your." Yeah, you could do a little bit of that. You could start leaving articles around about your teeth and not brushing at night. What that'll do. You could
That's really subtle, that, Allyson.
leave a toothbrush on his pillow every night, just like, "Hey, I just thought I'd
Yeah.
remind you."
While he's sleeping, you could fill his mouth with toothpaste, real subtle
Yeah,
ways.
just real easy. You could buy some mouthwash and be like, "Hey, babe, I noticed you don't like to brush your teeth before bed. That's cool. I've got a cleaning mouthwash." I don't know. I think tooth care, you could just start to get really into tooth care. So you're like, "I've just really been thinking about my teeth and I do this and, oh, I'm gonna start doing this at night." And then, like, sometimes leading by
Ye
example. You
yeah,
can
you
lead a
could,
horse you can lead a horse to floss.
Well, you could retrain as a dentist, do a whole new career just to get your boyfriend to brush his teeth.
Mhm.
Little there's tiny little ways that you can start doing that. I would just be honest, mind you, I'm 8 years in, so I'll just tell him how it is. I'll be like, "You're disgusting.
It's
Brush your teeth, or I won't be going anywhere near you." Like, so I think you're probably early days of a relationship if you're tiptoeing around it, aren't you?
That's hilarious. This is true. We've been in a relationship long enough where it's like, when I hit the sack, don't touch me, get away from me, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, I
You
will
go
literally
stink
say
over
what
there,
annoys
that's
me.
fine. You go stay away from me. So this is obviously early relationships when they still like to cuddle
Mhm.
and stuff. So
Yeah, yeah.
that's sweet. Maybe cut him off. Liza Strata, say you don't get any cuddles if you
Maybe
don't.
say, "Oh, I've read in an article that, a really affectionate way to get to know your partner is brush each other's teeth before bed." Like, little subtle ways you could do that.
Oh my God, if we start a trend of people brushing each other's teeth before bed, Haley, you heard it first on the Haley and Allison show. You should start brushing. It's a very romantic, intimate bonding experience between two couples.
I've brought my daughter's a toddler, and, she hates brushing her teeth at the minute. She really doesn't wanna do it, and I bought this brush that I've seen online, and it's not even a brush, it's like a mouth guard, like a gum shield,
Yeah, and is it
and
just like a
you put it in the mouth, yeah, and it vibrates. So it's like wearing a gum shield that vibrates, yeah. So maybe getting one of them, put
Does
that
she
in,
like
say
it? Is she into it?
yeah, she does like it. So that's worked. Because I thought this isn't gonna work, but she does. She's like
You have
so
already started your daughter on high-end
yeah,
hygiene.
it was dear as well, I'm telling you
Of
now, so
course
I'm
it
glad she
was.
liked it. But there we go. Well, I hope that has solved your problem. Definitely hasn't, but that's what you get when you ask 2 comedians.
We've given you some options.
Giving you really bad options. Listen, last problem
Ah.
today. If you have a problem you would like us to talk about, I'm not saying solve because we do not. On the Hayley and Allyson show, the command to give your device, if you're watching on an Echo show, is the word say. So the name of your device, followed by the word say, followed by whatever you would like to tell us this morning within reason. Breakfast show, keep it clean. Or if you are listening on an audio only Echo, if you go to backchannel.tv on your phone or on your device, you can just type your problem in there. Little Will's put a little Will, I can call you little lovely Will has put a little indent up that you can see there. Backchannel.tv. You can go there and you can just type in whatever you'd like to tell us. It's dead easy. Don't think like it's pages and pages of signing in. You just type
No.
your name, where you were listening in the world, and you can just type it in. Dead
Boom.
easy.
You're in. Boom.
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 You are in. All right, say boom again.
Boom.
Yeah, there you go. You're in. Or if you're watching on YouTube, just type in the comments box below. Have you sorting your fringe out, Allyson?
Continuously. It's really bugging me today. Yeah, sorry, everyone.
Yeah. If you're watching on an Echo show, if you haven't got an Echo show, you really missed out on that.
It's
Allyson
it's a
rearranging
bad.
her bangs.
It is true. I got bad bang work today, everyone. And I'm hot. I'm hot. I
I was
don't
going to
know.
say, I'm a bit worried about you because she's constantly fanning herself.
Because my hair's down. I'm not
This
used
is
to the
why people aren't buying Echo shows, Allyson. They think, "Do you know what? We'll just listen." There's 2 sweaty women fanning themselves and rearranging their hair.
It's so hot.
Listen, last problem. I've got
Okay.
a problem. Alison June Smith is too hot. You shouldn't have worn that jumper, Alison.
I know. I
You need
didn't
to go and change.
know.
Do you want to go and change into a t-shirt, like a
No,
little
I'm
crop top?
okay, but thank you.
Right, last problem
Yeah.
of this section today is from Richard in LA. Ooh, Richard, LA. Love LA. Is it important for my in-laws to like me? I very much get the vibe that they do not.
Okay, is it important? Well, it certainly makes things easier if they like you. Okay, it certainly makes things easier. Look, is it important? I think it might be important to your partner. Unless your partner doesn't like their parents, then I guess, not a big deal. But I do. I mean, look, I always try to make a good impression on my in-laws. Haley, have you always tried to make a good impression on your partner's
Yeah,
parents? Yeah,
absolutely, because, the person that you love, that's the people that they love usually. Might not always
usually.
be, but usually it's the person they love. So yeah, I mean, it's hard though, because sometimes their parents' standards are incredibly high and you might not match them, which has been the case sometimes for me as well. And I know, believe it or not, I couldn't meet people's expectations, Alison. I know that's a big shock to you.
I don't believe that for a minute,
Mm,
Haley. If
yeah.
I had a son and he brought you home, I would be overjoyed that you are the one who walked through the door. I'd be like, "What a great gal. I
Alison.
like her so much. She's easy to talk to." I
Well,
think it's yeah,
sometimes you can't though. Like first impressions, sometimes they like no, they like have high expectations for their daughter. They're just
yeah.
or son. They're like they've got it in their head what they want for you, and it's not what they want. So I just think as long as you're polite, as long as you're courteous and stuff, just keep being that way. Maybe you'll grow on them like
Over
fungi.
time, they'll see. Over time, they'll see. So, yeah,
Mm.
I do think I mean, I don't wanna put pressure on you by saying, "Yes, it is important," but I definitely think it is a valuable thing within a relationship, as it is probably important. Is it important that your parents like your partner? Probably a little bit to you. So, um, I love that you're like, "I get the vibe." I get the vibe that they don't like me.
It's
You
the
got
vibe, the mom staring you out, or
you
the
got
dad. Sometimes it's an overprotective dad, isn't it?
That's exactly it. But you got time, Richard. You got time to like sort it out. I do think keep in mind if you get along with your parents, this is where your partner came from. So the more you can get along with their parents, the more you might get some insight into them, which I think can only help the relationship as time goes on. If you begin to learn relationships and see what they're about, and like they say, you don't always choose family, but you do have to love them. That is, so do what you can, work real hard, figure them out. And I bet you over time, Richard, the fact that you're even thinking about this shows me that, you probably are going to take some steps to make sure those in laws do like you. Um, but I bet you're great, Richard. So just keep giving them you.
Oh, she's good. Thank you, Alison. And thank you, everyone who sent us a problem today. But now, Alison, shall we have a game?
I would love a game, Haley.
Why don't you say it like you mean it and you're not reading it off auto cue?
Hey, there is no auto cue. That was a genuine
I would love a
game.
game.
I would love to play a game. Hey, Haley, why don't we play a game where we review a TV show?
Oh, my, Alison, what a brilliant idea.
Mhm.
It's time for the one-star TV show game. Yes, what we're going to do today is we're going to read out reviews of a TV show that the general public have left reviews for online. The thing all these reviews have in common is that the person who wrote them give this show a one-star review. That's how much they hated it. That's how much they did not like this TV show. They give it a one-star review. Now, that doesn't mean it's a bad TV show. It
No.
just means that these people in particular who wrote these reviews didn't like it. Myself and Alison, big fans of the film Grease 2. We would give it 5 stars, whereas a majority of people would only give it 1. But it doesn't mean it's bad. It's just their opinion. So we're going to read out 5 reviews that people have left online by 5 different people. They've all
It also
left
doesn't
this.
mean it's good. It's just
Yeah,
our opinion.
it's just our opinion. Definitely, when you watch it again, problematic in the year 2022.
There are some
Anyway,
issues, but still, we like it.
many issues. Let's do it for our country being one. Anyway, We're going to read out 5 different reviews that 5 different people have left this particular TV show a 1-star review. But what is the TV show? We'd love you to make a guess. That is the game today. If you think at any point you know what TV show we are talking about, the ways to get in touch and let us know your answer are: if you're watching on an Echo show, the command to give your device is the word say, followed by your guess. That's it. The name of your device. We can't say a name because she starts talking. But the name of your device followed by the word say, and then you guess. So you'd say, say Batman. I mean, it's not Batman because it's not. Well, Batman was a TV show, wasn't it, at one point? But there you go. If you are listening on an audio-only Echo, go to backchannel.tv on your phone. Just pop your name in, where you live in the world, and you just type your guess in. It is as easy as that, Allyson. Even you could do it. You could do it, Ali.
Even I could do it, and that's.
And she's Canadian.
And I'm Canadian, eh?
Yeah. Eh? Oot. Or if you're watching on YouTube, just type in the comments box below. So get involved, make a guess at any point. Listen, it costs nothing to win because you don't win anything. So just join in. It's a little bit of fun, isn't it, for your morning? You're stifling a yawn.
Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about. You're getting really good. I even turned to the side. I try to hide the yawns. She's so non-yawny because she's already been to the gym today, everyone.
I've
So
been to the gym. I
Hayley,
feel very smug today. But here's the downside, right? So if there's any personal trainers in, I thought I've been going to the gym now for 3 weeks. I've been trying to eat better, not eat as much rubbish. And I thought, oh, do you know what? I'm going to weigh myself again today. And
do you
I've
wish you hadn't?
yeah, I haven't put it on, but I've only lost 2 pounds and I've been killing myself. So is it muscle? It's muscle, isn't it?
Yeah. Also, no. But here's a fact. All the work that you're putting in right now, you don't see the results till 2 weeks. It takes 2 weeks.
3 weeks I've been doing it, Allyson.
But you're down 2 pounds. So it's starting, you know what I mean? It's starting to trickle in. Don't you worry. You're doing great. But yes, it is muscle also because you are are you lifting? Are you doing weights?
I'm lifting my water bottle to my mouth because I'm exhausted.
You sweet
Yeah.
thing. Don't worry.
Anyway,
It's
let's
gonna
crack
happen.
on.
All right.
1-star.
1-star show review. Also, we like to give each other motivation. We like to give each other characters. I have taken some theater training in my past, and Hayley, we just like to put her in uncomfortable, awkward situations. So, what we like to do is give each other characters, give each other motivation, ways to read the reviews. We're making these up. These are not real. The reviews are real. The characters we're making up. So, Hayley, would you like to read the first review, or
I would like to read the first review, Allyson. How would you like me to read it?
I would like you to read it as a okay. I want you to read this as a teacher, as a what do you call it? Reception teacher? A reception
Okay.
teacher, like a kindergarten.
Kindergarten.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. 1-star review. What is the TV show? You can make a guess at any point via your device or backchannel.tv. Here we go. I was sitting at my dentist's office waiting for my appointment. The dentists have difficulties and I had to wait a bit more. The TV was on and then pops that horrid show. This character reminds me of a nerd girl from school that was weird. After that horrible nightmare, I never visited that dentist ever again. I mean, this is mainly about her dentist
The
waiting
dentist.
room than
Yeah,
the
this
TV
has
show.
nothing to do with the show. They just said it was horrible. Reminds me of a nerd girl. So there's probably a nerd girl in this show. Let's say that. But
That's it. Why change your dentist? It's not your. You're
she's
looking
like,
at TV
I don't like
screens at
my
a
dentist,
dentist.
and there was a nerd girl when I was going to school. I'm saying I don't like this reviewer. Can I say that? She seems
can
very, or
say
they
that.
seem very difficult. All right.
But if you know it from that, well done. You probably go the same dentist as this person. But make a guess. If you know, the command to give your device is the word say. I'd be very surprised if anyone gets it now. Or
Yeah.
go to backchannel.tv. Allyson, I'd like you to read another review, please. This is a
Yeah.
separate person who's also left this TV show a 1-star review. I'd like you to read this as a character in a Western film.
Okay. Western
And you've just hang on, I'm gonna add a little bit more.
Oh,
Hang
here we
on.
go. Okay.
And it's that moment in the film, do you know where they walk in through the what are those doors called? Saloon doors.
Yeah, yeah.
And the piano stops playing, and then you're gonna start speaking.
Okay. Okay. So imagine piano playing.
Right, I'll do the piano.
Poof. This is the worst TV show ever made. People with braces and glasses ain't funny. If I could only change one thing about this show, it would be everything. Can somebody please explain to me why anyone with the nickname, can't say the nickname, imagine it here, would want to work in fashion? As a matter of fact, I think this show is so unhumorous, Wayne wouldn't even find it funny. He would just sit there all like, hey, what is this show? Why are there so many different colored chairs?
Thank you, Allyson. I mean, that really made me laugh. People with braces and glasses aren't funny. It's a very bold statement.
Actually, isn't that when we create funny, nerdy characters, aren't they always in braces and glasses? Maybe I'm wrong, but
Me and Allyson are both glasses wearers, and we are very funny, actually. I like the way you're touching the glass there, Allyson, so you can prove they're real. Genuine glasses, genuine prescription.
knocking them right now, everyone.
And what are you? Short-sighted, long-sighted?
I'm a bit of everything. I'm in varifocals now, so I can. I'm a
Bit
little.
of everything.
I'm a little bit of everything. Distance is a problem. Up too close is a problem. Midway, apparently a problem. So
You're like the new Mambo #5. A little bit of.
a little bit of distance. Oh my. A little bit of nearsightedness. Oh, I cry. Yeah, it's not my thing.
A little bit of readers of a night. There we go. So here's the clues in this one. It features someone with braces and glasses. And different coloured chairs. What is the TV show?
Do you understand Wayne wouldn't even find it funny?
No.
No, me neither.
I've no idea what they're talking about. That's probably their partner, the person who's writing the review. And why would you mention them in a review?
Even Wayne. Even my husband, who finds everything funny, didn't find this.
Like everyone instantly goes, Wayne. Oh yeah.
Oh,
well,
even Wayne didn't like it. Wayne watches
doesn't
everything.
Find it funny. Listen. If you know what this TV show is, we'd be surprised at this point. But the command to give your device is the word say. If you're Wayne, you're like, I know what it is.
Hey.
The command to give your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv. Type your answer in there. Allyson, I'm going to read out another review that someone else left this particular TV show. A 1-star review. But what is the TV show? How shall I read this, Ali?
I would like you to read this as an American cheerleader. You're on a cheerleader squad. You're a cheerleader.
Let's have a look. I'm a cheerleader. Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't got the end. I'm
I
too
love
English.
making British people try to be peppy. All right.
Honestly, it's the worst thing you could ask is someone from the UK to be enthusiastic.
Rick 'em, rack 'em, ruck 'em.
Okay.
Let's go.
I'm watching Cheer at the minute, by the way, on Netflix. I'd love to be able to do a backflip. Anyway, let me start. Okay, here we go. Doug has joined us. Good morning, Doug.
Morning,
We've been waiting
Doug.
for you. Right, we're doing the 1-star TV show today, Doug. We're reviewing a TV show, but what is the TV show? We're not reviewing it. People have left reviews online for it, but what is it? I'm now going to read this review that someone gave this TV show, a 1-star review online in the style of a cheerleader. This is one of those American comedies using the same humor as Desperate Housewives. There is no humor. Both Desperate Housewives and this show and loads of other American comedies are 99% drama and 1% humor. Clearly, they are trying to make people laugh by satirizing the fashion industry. I don't know why I heard that. But you can't keep on doing that the whole time. You need to make people laugh some other way. Go team.
Hayley, that was fantastic. That was I got you to do that because you'd already been to the gym today, so I know you're a little peppy.
No. I'm not anymore. I tell you now, I'm knackered. Doug has said good morning, Hayley and Allyson. Good morning,
Good morning, Doug.
do we know what the TV show is from that? American comedy using the same humor as Desperate Housewives, about someone working in the fashion industry with glasses and braces. Who could it be? What is the TV show?
A nerdy type character. So yeah, I think there's enough clues that we've given people a good idea. Good morning. I see Kobe has just joined the stream. Hi, Kobe. Nice to join. Nice to join. So glad you joined us. We are now playing the 1-star TV show review. I am about to read the last review. Please feel free to get your guesses in. Take a chance. Hayley, how would you like me to read this last review?
Okay, the last review. And before I tell you, Allyson, how I'd like to read it, the ways to get in touch, if you know what the TV show is, we are talking about, this is the TV show that these people have all left 1-star reviews for online. If you know what it is, it's about a person who works in the fashion industry who's a little bit geeky, wearing glasses and braces. Come on, you must know now. Make a guess. The command to give your device if you are watching on an Echo show is the word say, followed by the name of the TV show. Or if you are listening on an audio-only Echo, like I can see Buddy and Kobe are, you would need to go to backchannel.tv on your phone or on your device, and you can just type in the answer there. Or if you're watching on YouTube, just in the comments list below. So, Allyson, final review.
Yes.
Another person has left this TV show a 1 star. I would like you to read it in the style of sort of a creepy old man in a horror film who they suspect is,
the bad person.
The bad one, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The one doing
But it's not
any
been
of the
confirmed. It's not been confirmed. It's just
Okay.
suspect.
Old guy who might be the guilty one in a creepy movie. All right. Here
Yes. It's very specific.
Well, what I can say is it's bad. Really, really bad. I have seen a lot of bad TV, but nothing as bad as this. After the first time I saw it, I thought, this is awful. But I decided not to judge too soon. So I forced myself to watch another episode. And guess what? I was wrong. It wasn't awful. It was beyond awful. The theme is stupid. The storyline sucks. The dialogues are horrible. The acting sucks. It's not funny. It's not a drama. It's just bad in every way possible. Even the theme song sucks.
I think they really liked it. What do you think?
I think they were really into it. I wish they would just be clear about how they felt about these things, you know?
You're not making yourself clear. Yeah, listen, if you know what it is, I mean, it's not that many clues really, but the big one is it's about someone who works in the fashion industry with glasses and braces. And it's a comedy, an American comedy. But if you think you know what the TV show is, the ways to get in touch, Allyson. The command to give your device is the word say if you're watching on an Echo show. You'd say the name of your device followed by the word say, followed by your guess. Or if you are listening on an audio-only Echo, go to backchannel.tv on your phone. And now, I'll give you some final clues. This ran from 2006 to 2010. So a couple of years, which is pretty good going for a sitcom. It's got 6.6 on IMDb. And it starred America Ferrera, Eric Mabuse, Tony Plana, and it was a remake of a South American soap opera. But what is the TV show?
What is the TV show? Not a movie, a TV show today. 1 star, nerdy, fashion industry. Apparently multicolored chairs everywhere. I don't know why that.
I don't know what that is.
One reviewer was very upset. Why are the chairs all different colors? I think someone has OCDC, I was about to say.
OCDC, great
OCDC.
tribute band. While we're waiting for answers to come in, if you'd like to make a guess and do so now. Speaking of fashion industry people, I was hosting a gig the other night, myself and Allyson are stand-up comics, if you've not joined us before. And I was hosting a gig, which means I get to chat to the audience. And a woman on the front row, she worked in the fashion industry. Ooh. And she had a big pashmina on. And she was just sort of looking at me like... really judging what I was wearing.
Typical, a pashmina.
Yeah. And she was just sort of like, I could see in her eyes, she was like, what is she wearing? And she was right, you know.
You're like, I am wearing Primark I am wearing
Primark, if you don't know, is like a cheaper Forever 21s.
it's the cheapest Forever 20. It's, like, cheaper than Walmart, everyone. It is
Yeah.
dirt cheap. Yeah.
They don't even hang the stuff up. They just
They
throw
don't.
it.
People throw it on the floor, and even the workers go, "Well, that's where it goes now. That's,
That's where we leave it now.
Do you know if you have any size?" "No, look in that pile. I don't know." Yeah.
They don't even talk to you. Anyway, listen, we digress. What was the TV show today? We've read out several reviews, all giving this TV show 1 star. Should we just tell them, Alison?
We should. We should. Hayley, what was the TV show that we are trying to get people to guess? It is dun da da da.
Ugly Betty.
Ugly Betty. You couldn't get more direct with that title, could you?
No,
Could you imagine you get cast, right? You're like, okay, it's a comedy. We need you to audition. And you've gotten the part of Ugly Betty.
do you know what was worse? At the time it came out, my nan at the time, she's not alive anymore, bless her, but she is called Betty. She was called Betty. So then everyone's like, "Oh, Ugly Betty," and she's like, "No, she's beautiful." But imagine if that's your name, it sticks. If some character comes out with your name, like that's
You're
it.
You're in trouble. You're in trouble.
No way, no.
I think it would be hard. Okay, so if you're auditioning for these roles, like Hayley, I'm sure you've gone out for some audition parts before. You've auditioned for some roles. And I always hate it when I get sent out. I've been sent out by numerous agents in the past for various roles that, like, let's be honest, you don't want. One time I went out for the role of, don't be jealous, everyone, unattractive, overweight waitress. That was the description. And in the scene, it said that her meaty hand goes over top of his. And I walked into the audition room, and the casting director was like, "Right, are you ready?" And I was like, "To be unattractive and overweight with a meaty hand? Let's do this." And then when I walked out, I was like, "Well, thank you very much, everyone. I do have to say, if I don't get this part, I won't be disappointed. Have a great day." I did not get the part, everyone.
Do you know what? Meaty hands,
Meaty
hilarious. Do you know what you should have done for that role? Do you know, like some people dress for the role, so if they're dressing for a secretary, they'll look like a secretary. You should have strapped some sausages onto your fingers and just put your meaty hand out.
Hang on, I got a glove I gotta put on before I do this scene. Hang on, here it is.
The only sort of time that sort of happened to me, and it was very indirect, is my agent at the time sent me for an audition for an advert, and I didn't really know much about it, and I had to drive to London. It was like a long drive for me because I live in the north of England, and London traffic is horrendous. Anyway, I get to the audition, and I didn't look like anyone. I didn't think I looked like anyone else in the room. It was full of very, very large women and me. And then I thought, oh, my agent must have me in this bracket then.
Yeah, when you look around the room, that's you're like,
and they all looked alike. Doug has said I had chicken strips and French fries this morning.
Speaking of meaty hands, yes.
That's a good breakfast, isn't it? The breakfast of dreams, Doug.
I do like a chicken strip, I won't lie.
But there we go. Thank you very much for getting involved, Doug. Now, Alison, let's move on. It's time for the news stories.
I love news stories because what we do here is we like to find news stories that are a little off the beaten path. We like to find news stories. Sorry, everyone. This is a morning radio show. We like to find news stories that might be yeah, that really tickled Hayley. She's laughing hard on that one. That might be a little bit more cheerful, might be a little odd, but just something different than the world political news that we're hearing right now. So, Hayley, I don't suppose you want to start us off. Do you want to start us off with our first news story today?
I'd love to, Alison. I read a news story on freshnobee.com, and it's about a water buffalo escaping. So CHP officers had to get involved in a low-speed chase with this water buffalo. The Californian Highway Patrol, that's what it stands for, the CHP. Californian Highway Patrol was involved in a very different type of chase on Monday afternoon. A low-speed pursuit of a wayward water buffalo that managed to squeeze through a fence. That's some good going for a water buffalo.
Good job, buddy.
Squeeze it through a fence. And it sort of wandering around aimlessly. So the police had to come out and try and get it back home and alert its owner. I think it's now home, actually. It's all right. It made a safe retreat back home. But they must have some I wouldn't love to work for the police, but I'd love to know some of the more unusual stories that they have like this. It must brighten their day a little bit instead of all the doom and gloom. And they're like, do you know what? We need to go and chase a buffalo.
Well, yesterday, some police were chasing a runaway
Yeah.
seal on the street, and it was a slow pursuit chase as well. Then, it must be nice for them to have just a little wildlife time, getting back to nature, chasing a water buffalo, just
Uh,
touching base with the basics.
and it
Yeah,
is a happy ending because they did get it back to where it escaped from. I mean, I'm more surprised that it managed to slide through a gap in the fence. It's obviously been dieting, this water buffalo.
absolutely. Or it's a pretty big gap, and really, owner's fault. Anyway, moving on. Take better care of your water buffalo, buddy. Yeah.
Now, a few weeks ago, Alison, we spoke about the world's largest potato. Yes, you hear about the big stories here
Yeah.
on the Hayley and Alison show. And I would like an update, Alison. I don't suppose you have one, do you,
I
about the world's largest potato?
do have an update. The world's largest potato, which was found in Hamilton, New Zealand, weighing in at 7.9 kilograms, is going to get a DNA test. Okay, so it's getting a DNA test because people are going, hang
You don't
on.
know who its parents are. What? It's a
We
potato.
Yeah, we want to know its history. It's actually getting a what are those tests so you can find out your
Ancestry and all.
ancestry? Yeah, it's getting an ancestry test. Because people are going, no, we don't trust it. They think the potato has been genetically modified. So other potato, obviously in the competitive world of large potato growing, right? Tatty, as they call them in various parts of the world, tatty growers don't like to be met. They don't want any, this is like the Olympics, right? There can't be any sort of what is it? Doping? No potato doping, right? It's so they are getting a DNA testing for the oversized tatty named Doug. It does have a name, Doug. There's a picture here, Doug. They have a baby cap on it. Come on, I think we're taking it a
That's
bit
too
too far,
weird.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that. Makes me feel ill.
Well, and this potato too, I think this is why tatty growers are a little defensive because I just love saying tatty growers. These tatty growers are a little defensive because Colin and Donna Craig Brown, which are the owners of Doug, the giant potato, they just stumbled upon this potato in their garden. They didn't even realize the full extent. They were like, "Oh, there's a little potato. Oh, and then they started to dig. So they're not competitive tatty growers. They just came across this potato that is massive. It is now the world's largest one. So other tatty growers are like, hang on. You don't even do this professionally. How'd you get this tatty? So they're getting a little defensive. So they're making it have a DNA test to make sure there's no enhanced drugs in it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Imagine if the Doug we've been speaking to all along was this potato.
Doug, is that you? Are you a tatty? Doug, are you the ultimate tatty? Are you a talking tatty?
I can see why people would be a bit annoyed, but it's not their fault they accidentally grew a giant potato, is it? They get very competitive in the giant vegetable world, don't
Oh,
they?
well, they put a lot of time and effort into it. At one point, I love this quote. Is one of the one of the owners says, "It's been a roller coaster of emotions." I bet it has. I bet it's been a roller coaster of emotions, right? First, we're the largest, then we don't know. Now they're making us DNA test. Roller coaster of emotions. Although they have said we will do everything that is asked of us. So at the end of the day, they can say whether our tatty is the largest or not.
They've had to send off a segment of the potato, haven't they?
Yeah, they've
to
had to
test it.
dissect a little, so they're doing a biopsy. I believe that a tatty biops. It's wild, but yeah, they're going through. We'll find out what goes on. We'll keep you abreast of the tatty situation. Don't you worry, everyone.
Listen, I
Um,
know you're thinking, oh, I need to know. I can't tune into the Hayley and Alison show tomorrow because I want to know what's happening with this potato. Don't you worry.
we'll,
We will
we'll
keep you updated as the story comes in.
And it will be dealt with sooner than later because the problem is the more time that goes on, Doug the tatty is shrinking because he's losing water. They've cut pieces off of him now. He's shrinking up a bit. So it's like they want to deal with this quickly before he loses too much weight. So we will keep you abreast of the tats.
There we go. We're talking the news stories. If you just joined us and are like, why have they talked about potatoes for 5 minutes? Because it is cutting edge news here on the Hayley and Alison show. And I have seen a story on upi.com about the retired Staten Island ferry boat, which is up for auction. right? The problem is that this boat it's out of order. You can't move it. It doesn't work. But if you want to buy one just to sit there in the river, you probably have to pay to do that. Yeah, a former Staten Island ferry boat is up for auction at a reduced price after being retired in the summer because of mechanical issues. So the New York City Department are asking for, so the auction price, it failed to sell for $250,000. So they started the auction at the reduced price of $125,000. Now you're like, that's great, but you can't move it. So, I mean, I guess you could live in it.
I was going to say that. So what could you do with it? Could we tow it to a port? Could we make it into a restaurant?
Make it into a bar? Yeah.
Make it into a gym? Make it into a bar? Yeah. Hotel? I bet you that'd be a fun little stay on the water hotel. So you'd have to do something with it, because I imagine the cost of actually getting it to like run again is astronomical.
Yeah, which is why they're selling it, isn't it?
Like,
it's sort of like selling something on, like, I sometimes get fooled into those things online, like eBay, and they're like, oh, Doug has given us a riddle. We'll be with you very shortly, Doug. Yeah, we're just covering the Staten Island boats in a minute. But yeah, what was I talking about? What year is it? Who's the queen?
It doesn't work. Auction.
Oh yeah, so like sometimes I've gone, oh look, there's a computer, and then it'll be like, I was like, oh my god, there's a computer going for like £100. Then it'll be like, computer for sale, and then in like really small things it'll be like, does not work. Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. You can use it for parts.
For parts. That's what I was thinking. If you're a scrap metal person, but I guess it's a matter of like, okay, how do we start to take apart this boat on that? But I mean, you know.
I mean, Staten Island ferries are pretty big. Yeah. Unfortunately, they don't cover the cost of shipping in the auction if you win. Shipping.
Hey, she's a professional. She's a comedian.
There we go. Should we do Doug's riddle, and then we'll have one more news story?
All right. Doug has a riddle. So here's Doug's riddle. Here's a riddle. What can you hold without touching? What can you hold without touching?
My dreams.
My dreams. Yeah. Emotions, I was going to say. What can you hold without
Producer Will said your breath.
Oh, producer Will says your breath.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Doug, are any of them that? Let's give him a minute to respond.
I think producer Will is completely right. You're usually pretty spot on with these riddles, Allyson, but I think producer Will's got it. Hi, Will.
Will's killed it this time. He's got it. Will.
Oh, we can't hear you, Will.
You got to put on your volume.
I didn't have a lot of friends growing up, so I spent a lot of time doing riddles.
Doug said the answer is nothing. That's not right, is it?
I think it's your breath. I'm going with your breath.
What can you hold without touching?
Hey, producer Will, now that you're here, I don't suppose you've got a story.
No, I don't think I do. Today, usually, Hayley, you just like throw these bizarre stories at me. You kind of just like expect me to have them. But this time I don't think I will.
Allison's got excited because Doug has said the answer is a conversation. What can you hold without touching?
That's great. That's great, Doug. We like that. Take that with you, everyone. There's your riddle of the day.
Riddle me this. But producer Will, I don't suppose you've got a story about an adult-only sausage that you can only sounds really wrong. Yeah. A sausage that you can buy, but you've got to be 18.
Yeah.
Surely not.
And sometimes I trip myself up when I put these stories in. That like the day before, like yesterday, Will got me into this mess. But funnily enough, I do actually, Hayley. Thank you very much. So, Ali, you, as we know, are a gorgeous 200 years old.
I am 220 actually.
You don't look a day over 199.
Thank you, my love.
So I imagine that you don't get ID'd very much.
No, I don't. I do get excited when it does happen. It was a while ago, but no, I haven't been ID'd for a while.
It's a nice feeling. Well, this guy, I don't know if it's a guy, Mr. Fang is his name. We're going to call him Mr. Fang. He went into a supermarket here in the UK, and all he wanted was like this one specific type of sausage. Okay, it's a French sausage called saucisson. You have to say it with that little French accent as well. Saucisson. It's quite like a firm sausage. And he was like, "Oh, I just want to eat a sausage. I just want to have this sausage for my dinner or whatever." But the shop assistant was like, "Can I see some ID, please?" And he was like, "What do you mean? All I'm
buying a sausage. Yeah.
all I'm doing is buying sausage. What do you need to see
saucisson.
my ID for? A saucisson." And it's because they had put it in wrong. They'd put it into they'd tried to like
Product
abbreviate
code,
it.
the
Yeah,
product
they tried
code
to like abbreviate it, and they thought it was like a pair of like secateurs, like the kind of scissors that you use to like cut the end off of flowers and stuff.
Yeah.
That's what they thought it was. So, and obviously that is something that you do need to be ID'd for.
Yeah. It's a weapon.
But I mean, it could be. But this guy was like, "No, I'm just trying to buy my sausage." So he wasn't allowed to have his sausage because
He wasn't
didn't
of
have-
legal age to purchase it. I believe at the end of the article they said they have looked into it and rectified the situation.
the sausage mistake. It's,
I hope this guy
that's
gets a
good.
free saucisson. How do I say it again?
Saucisson.
Saucisson. I hope he
Saucisson.
gets a free saucisson because
You would
you
like to think
deserve it.
so. The only reason that I know all about saucisson is because one of my friends my close friend Arthur is French, and he's like, "Will, try this sausage."
Saucisson.
Saucisson. So yeah, I've got ID'd for all kinds of things. I'm 25, but obviously I look 12.
Baby face.
Yeah. So I get ID'd all the time. Scratch cards, alcohol, glue, that kind of stuff. All the fun things in life. Not allowed to have it.
That shows the type of area you live in when they're like IDing for glue. Yeah. Well, you know what? We've learned, guys. You can't just think you can walk in anywhere and buy whatever sausage you want.
Be prepared.
Be prepared
for,
to be ID'd.
even if it's just a sausage.
Haley, are you?
Thanks, Will.
You're so welcome. That was a weird one.
That was a weird one, but I like it. I like articles about food, as we know. Any sort of food talk, I'm big on. Doug has gotten back to us. Doug has said, "Would you, if you like, I can give you a riddle every day." What the heck, Doug? Yeah, if you got good, appropriate riddles for breakfast morning, we would love to hear them. Thank you, Doug, for suggesting that. We like a riddle. Gets our brains going. Hey.
We do. Hey, Allyson, shall I tell you what's coming up in the next hour of the show? Because we're here till 8 a.m.
Yes, because we are here till 8 a.m. Let us know what is happening in the next hour.
Well, Allyson, coming up in the next hour, we'll be playing a brand new game of this or that. Which one would you prefer, this or that? We're going to be asking for your confessions. Get your confessions in now if you have one. We're also going to be playing a game of true or false. It's competitive because I make it that way. And we end the show with a fun fact. That's all coming up in the next hour of the show.
You have reached the Hayley and Allyson show with producer Will.
There we go. Stick with us. We are here till 8 a.m. But there are shows here all day on Backchannel, so stick around, check them all out. If you would like to get in touch, the ways to do so: if you're watching on an Echo show, the command to give your device is the word "say," or if you're listening on an audio-only device, go to backchannel.tv. But now, Allyson, it's time for a game of this or that. It's as easy as that. Which one would you rather is basically the game.
Yeah, we're calling it this or that, but it's would you rather is the theme of the game, but this or that.
Okay.
And this time we've added in a new little element, haven't we, to this game? So you, our listeners, can choose what you would prefer. Which would you like? Would you like this or that? And then also we have view results. So we have like polls taken so we can tell you what the general public has said, what they would prefer. So you can see if you are your own individual or if you fall in with the sheeple. Eh? All right.
Hey, that's the most Canadian you've sounded all morning. Hey.
Hey.
So this is taken from an article on BuzzFeed.com where we've got our information from. So the first question, get involved. If you would like to get involved with this game, if you're watching us on an Echo show, the command to give your device is the word "say." So all you need to do is say the name of your device. We can't say a name, followed by the word "say," followed by whatever you'd like to tell us. Or if you're listening on an audio-only Echo, go to backchannel.tv. Dead easy. So first question, would you rather, Allyson and the people who are listening, and watching, would you rather always be sticky
Ooh,
or
okay.
always be itchy?
I mean, okay, if I had to choose between the two, sticky or itchy, I think I would go, this would be the sticky, that would be itchy. I'm going to go with that. I would rather be itchy because I think I could deal with itchy. Sticky after a while would get on my nerves. So I'm going to say that. What would you rather, Hayley?
I think I'm just itching now. Isn't that weird? When you say the word itch, I'm like, I think I'd always be itchy over. I think I'd always be sticky, actually.
Would you?
What a question. Doug has said he'd always be itchy as well.
Itchy, yeah.
If you've just joined us and wondering what we're talking about, we are playing a game of Would You Rather. If you have a Would You Rather question, get in touch, let us know what it is. Maybe we'll answer it if it's appropriate.
Yeah.
Would you rather always be itchy or sticky? Maybe sticky. I don't like, mind you, sometimes an itch feels good, doesn't it? And when you just get the right itch.
Yeah. So this would be sticky. So would you rather this or that? So this would be itchy. That would be sticky. So I'm saying this, I would always be itchy. And you're saying a that, you would rather be sticky?
Yeah.
If you had to?
I mean, it's not going to happen, is it? So, yeah.
No, we're just
sticky.
yeah.
I just think if you're itching all the time, then you're going to cause some damage to the skin. Do you know what I mean?
But if you're sticky, you're just sticky. Yeah. I like that you're like long term.
And I could stick close to me. Like, you know.
Yeah. You got a child. I'm sure it's messy when they're feeding anyway. You probably are sticky most of the time. You got a toddler.
Exactly.
Every surface in your house must be sticky right now, I bet.
It is
Children
indeed.
are fun. Well, the overall vote, okay, Hayley, you are in the minority. 43% said they would always want to be sticky. You and me, Doug, we're in the majority. 57% said they would always rather be itchy. Interesting. Hey, and there is no right or wrong. This is personal preference. I love this. This is fun. I like knowing the results. Okay, Hayley, next one. This or that. Would you rather be a dog for a day? Okay, would you be this, a dog? Or would you rather be that, a cat for a day? Would you rather be a dog for a day or would you rather be a cat for a day? Listeners, what would you want?
The big questions.
Big
here
questions.
On the Hayley and Allyson show. I'd rather be cat. Right, I tell you why.
Okay.
I prefer dogs.
Yeah.
I'm a dog person. Got a dog myself, Kevin. But I'd prefer to be a cat because they just do what they want. Like if you're a dog, you've got to be if I was a dog for a day, I'm just going to be in the confines of a house. And then I maybe go out for a walk once. If I'm a cat, I can go around, have a little nose round, go in and out of people's houses through the cat flaps illegally. Doug has said cat as well. Yeah, Doug's with me.
Yeah, even if I was an indoor cat, I think I'd still rather be cat than dog as well. I'm with you. I'd rather be that because, like you said, cats are a bit more independent. I feel like dogs rely on attention and rely on humans to do so much. Cats are a little bit more independent. And I feel I am a little bit more independent. I am very happy with my own company. I love taking 2.5-hour long naps, as we've discovered, which cat nap, if you will. So yeah, I think we're all leaning towards cat, aren't we? You cat, me cat. Doug has just written in cat.
You cat, me cat. Everyone cats.
We cat. Yeah.
Well, actually, most people said a dog. 56% of people said dogs. I think that's just because dogs are a little bit more popular, so they've just automatically gone, yeah, I'll be a dog.
Yeah, I don't think these people have really thought it through.
They've not thought it
like
through
you, me, and Doug. Yeah.
We've planned a full day ahead of us if we were going to be a cat for the day. Would you rather? Here we go. Would you rather never eat breakfast again or never eat dinner again? It's got to be breakfast, surely, because
absolutely, I would give up breakfast in a heartbeat.
You could have like could you cheat and have like? I mean, this is me thinking ahead, but for your dinner, could you have a breakfast? Do you know?
Of course you could. Yeah, you could. I think they're saying the meal. It's not like the contents. It's like, are you going to skip the first meal? Are you going to give up, Doug, your chicken tenders and fries, your breakfast? Or are you going to give up your dinner? Yeah, see, I could never give up my dinner. Most of my eating, a majority of my eating, I don't know about you, but I'm a late night eater. Oh my God. Between the hours of 10 p.m. and 11 p.m., a lot of madness can happen. I know it shouldn't, but to me, if you're a late night eater, I say,
the only
let's get a pizza.
Booty call is the Pizza Palace.
Exactly. Good evening, everyone. So I could never give up dinner. So I'm going to say I would give up breakfast. Hayley, you breakfast as well?
100%, yeah. And mainly because I rise so late. But now actually I've had a daughter. I do get up early, but still I could just survive on coffee.
Until it's time.
That's a good thing. I'm not saying that's a good thing, but yeah, dinner 100%. So yeah, I would never eat breakfast again. What are you saying, Doug? You still with us? Would you never eat breakfast again or never eat dinner again? I can see that Murray has joined us. Good morning, Murray.
Hi, Murray.
You are on the Echo Show. If you would like to get in touch with us, Murray, this morning, get involved with the poll or just tell us anything, really. The command to give your device, because you are watching on an Echo show, and producer Will's put a little indent up there. All you need to do is say the name of your device, which is this name here, which I can't say, followed by the word say, and whatever you'd like to tell us, as producer Will has put. Producer Will is so handsome. No one's yet to send that in, though. So,
Producer Will is so handsome. I'll say it. Okay, our next, would you rather this or that? Hayley, Doug, and all of our listeners, tell us, please. Would you rather
yes.
always speak your mind? Okay, this, would you already speak your mind? Or that, never speak again? Which would you rather? This, always speak your mind, or that, never speak again? I think we know.
I couldn't always speak my mind. Murray said, "Oh, you got involved
Murray
in the
would
last
give up
question."
dinner. Controversial, Murray. You're very
Well,
good, so you love a breakfast.
I can tell you that 73% said they would never eat breakfast again,
Oh my
and you
God,
were
yeah.
in the 27%, Murray, that said they would never eat dinner again. So yeah, in the minority, but that's your choice. You must be a big breakfast person, Murray.
Yeah. And I apologize. I cut off the final results on that one. I got so excited for the next one. Sorry about that.
She was so excited. So we're back on now. What was the question for this one again?
Okay, so the new one, and Doug's already answered. We love it. Would you rather this, always speak your mind, or that, never speak again? Which would you rather? Doug?
Never speak again.
So Hayley would never speak again. Doug, always speak his mind. Yeah, I'm with you, Doug. I don't think I couldn't handle not talking. I would always speak my mind.
Some of the things I think should never be said out loud. So I'd rather take a vow of silence and go and live with some monks, maybe.
Would you? Yeah, I'd rather speak my mind.
You honestly, you'd rather offend everyone you've ever met?
As opposed to never say a word again? Yeah.
Okay.
I like to think that I wouldn't offend every single person. I like to think if I was
You
speaking,
can't help it, though, because sometimes you think things.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd be willing to do it. To me, communicating is I couldn't live a life without talking. I mean, it's what I do, you know?
It's what you do, yeah.
It's what I do.
But it would make for some awkward conversations. Thanks for getting in touch, Doug. Doug will always speak his mind. And Allyson, you're all right there. Have a little knock over the device.
I know.
Let's do 2 more.
Okay, but let's say the final tallies.
Oh, yeah.
Would we rather always speak your mind? You and me, Doug, we're in the 81 percentile of the population. We would rather always speak our mind. Hayley, you're in the 19%. 19, less than 20% would never want to talk again. Well, it would make this show very hard for me. I'll say that. So I hope that this never comes to be, because with you not ever speaking again, that's a lot of me expressing opinions and you just looking awkwardly into the camera.
Here we go. Allyson, June Smith, would you rather
Yes.
have... Well, this is a wedding-related question, and myself and Allyson haven't been asked to get married.
Fine.
Anyway, would you rather have no one show up to your wedding or have no one show up to your funeral? I think that's it. I'd have no one show up to my wedding because I don't like a big show.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I'm on that too. I would rather have no one show up to my wedding. To me, my wedding would be about me and Danny, me and my partner, right? We'd be getting married. That's our day. Thanks if you want to come. But when I have left this mortal coil, I would like people to be at my funeral, to be like, hey, I remember her. This is a great person. I would like people to celebrate. So yeah, I would rather than this, have no one show up at my wedding. Doug says show up to his wedding. So he'd be fine with no one showing up to his wedding as well.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
We're all there.
Absolutely.
We're all there.
And we want to feel loved at our funeral. If no one showed up, that'd be like a bit odd. Not that you'd know because you wouldn't be here. But anyway, I can tell you the results of this are quite close, actually. I thought everyone would say the same thing, but no. 52% of people said have no one show up to your wedding, and 48% of people have no one show up to your funeral. So it's very, very close.
Wow, very close. Again, people put a lot of pressure on a wedding. To me, the wedding is just the start of a marriage, and that's what it really is about, everyone.
Let's do one more, Ali. Let's do one more.
Oh, I love this. Okay, Hayley and Doug and all of our listeners, would you rather have this Superman hearing or that have superhuman vision?
And what does that mean, superhuman vision?
So, like, you could see I mean, let's say you could see anything. Let's just open it up. You could see y if you choose, okay? You could see through people's clothes, you could see at distance, you could see right? If you could
Hmm.
see anything. You see into the core of the earth. Super
Do you know what? I'd just be happy being able to see without my glasses in the morning. I wear contact lenses, so I'd just be happy to see. Um, Here's a little story for you. My friend at university fell asleep in a contact lenses, woke up, thought she could see for like a couple of seconds because she was hungover. She was like, "What?" She's very hungover, to be fair.
Ah.
I would probably superhuman. Would I like to listen in on people's conversations though?
Well, this is what I was thinking, because at first I was like, "Oh, I'd like to hear," and then I was like, "Wait a
Mm,
minute, I don't wanna hear what maybe people are saying about me in other
yeah.
places. I don't need to hear bad information, worrisome information, so I guess I'm gonna go superhuman vision." That was not my initial thought, but the more I think
Mm.
about it, yeah.
I think I'm with you, and also, like, as a comedian, sometimes I purposely avoid using the same if I have to use the same bathroom after I've
Oh,
just been on the stage as the public, I won't go to the toilet. I'll literally get in the car and go on the
I don't wanna hear the
motorway somewhere.
bathroom review of what the
Yeah, I don't want
pals
to hear
thought of
anyone
me.
say it. So this would be like, imagine leaving the room and then you can still hear it, but really loud, like, "I don't like her." You're like, "This is not good." So yeah, superhuman vision, let's go with that.
Okay,
What are you
one
saying,
time
Doug?
sorry, sidetrack while Doug is thinking. One
Mhm.
time, that happened to me, okay? Early days when I started out being a comedian and open mic, and I went and did 5 minutes. It was early days, everyone. I didn't know what I was doing. I still don't really know. But anyway, went into the bathroom after my set, and there was like it was a full bathroom, right? So girls are lining up. We're at a break. It's very busy. There's only 2 stalls. I am in one. And I hear girls like, "I didn't really like her. I didn't like her outfit." Like, it was the nightmare that you imagine, okay? They didn't like my outfit, they didn't like what I said, they did not like me. Long line, but
Oh,
I
no.
did not leave the stall, so I prevented all girls from being able to go to the one because I was too embarrassed because I thought even after these girls who are talking about me leave, all the other women have heard that I'm gonna step out and they're all gonna be like, "Ew, that's pretty rough." And the last thing you wanna hear is the
Oh.
girls go, "I don't worry, I thought you were okay." Like, I was like
Yeah.
that. So I hid in the stall the whole time. Very
And now
upsetting.
they're gonna think you've got a really bad stomach when you do come out. They're like,
She was awful, and
I
no
mean,
wonder she's so
she's
bloated.
she
Uh
stacked both rooms out.
Hey! Doug has gotten back to us. Yes, Doug has also agreed he would like superhuman vision. He would like the that rather than the this, have superhuman hearing. Yeah, and look, well, this is a little off. 60% of people said they would like to have superhuman vision, just like us, 60%. Yeah,
Yeah,
40% want to have superhuman hearing. So you, me, and Doug, we're on the old eyesight.
very in tune. Thank you for taking part in that, Doug. That was this or that, and we'll probably play a game of that another
I
day.
really
Enjoyed
enjoy
it.
that. I really like playing that game. I think that's a fun game.
It is a fun game, Alison, but
Yeah.
now for something even more fun, because we asked for your confessions. Like Usher talks about, we wanted your confessions, we wanted your embarrassing confessions. We did a little poll online and you sent them in. If you have a confession, nothing too serious, we don't want to know where the bodies are or anything
No,
like that.
no.
Okay, we're talking light-hearted confessions. I'll give you an example. Okay, we had a confession sent in, and obviously they haven't put the names on them because they're confessions.
Yeah, yeah.
But
We're
we moved
saving you
house.
we're saving you a trip to the church, everyone, is what we're doing here. You can confess.
Free hail. All you have to do is say free hail, Hayley and Allison's. Um, we moved house and I ordered fish cake and chips for a quick tea. Do they have fish cake in the States?
They do have fish cakes. It's not as common as here. Here in the UK, there are so many different types of fish cakes. There's lovely fish cakes. They had them, but I wouldn't say I mean, maybe some places are more popular, like, you go to New Orleans, I bet you they got tons of fish cakes, any seaside places, but I would say it's a bit more common over here. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I mean, I'm not trying to find out who it is. I'm just wondering if that was a
just wondering. Yeah.
translating. Okay, we moved house and I ordered fish cake and chips for a quick tea. The next week, I went back again and was greeted with, usual, mate. Oh, there we go. I Englishly replied, yes, cheers. I've now been eating fish cakes for over 4 years as I'm scared to ask for anything else. It's very British.
Aw, yeah, that is very British. Just, "Yep, yep, yep, yep. Thank you, thank you." Probably says, "Thank you," means it every single time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like when someone calls you the wrong name and you don't correct them straight away, and then they call you that wrong name for like I've done it in gigs where, and then I actually did it last night. I had a gig in Manchester and I was calling someone Chris for ages, and he let me do it for about 5 minutes, and he went, "Actually, my name's Lee," and I'm like, "Right, brilliant."
Well,
Um,
Lee, learn to speak up, Lee.
yeah, I mean, he did speak up 5 minutes into the conversation after I've called him Chris many, many times. But yes, listen, if you've got a confession you'd like to share with us, then get in touch. The command to give your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv. Or if you're watching on YouTube, just type in the comments box below. Allyson, you got any confessions?
Like personal ones? Oh gosh, I'm
Yeah.
trying to think of a confession. What is a confession? Give me a minute. I gotta think. I gotta think of ones that I'm willing to give
Rude.
up. Oh, Will popped in. He's got a confession.
I've got loads. I eat my housemate's food all the time. All the time.
So, Will, how many in the house? Because if it's just two of you, they're going to know who it is. So, how many
No.
lives in the house?
There's 4 other people.
It's 5
And
in total.
do they put little notes on the fridge saying whoever's eating my food, stop it, or anything like that?
No, because I never take the secret. Sorry, I'm just putting my book down.
And nice to see that you've been busy listening to the show, Will. I'm just
Yeah, I have.
putting my book down.
Yeah, just putting my book down. It's Nigella Lawson's Cook Eat Repeat. It's very good.
Oh,
I'm
microwave.
looking for vegan dessert recipes for the weekend.
Of course you are when you're producing our show.
Yeah, I'm very busy guy. So I eat my housemate's food all the time. Never enough. Only enough for them to think. This is my device going off. Only enough for them to think. Oh, I thought I had more than that. Never enough for them to think who's eating all my food, but just enough to think. Oh, I thought I had more cheese than that.
It's very manipulative.
All the time, every day, all the time.
Gaslighting their food.
I'm not, because I'm not saying anything. I'm not trying to, oh, maybe you just had more than you thought. Maybe you just had a bigger portion yesterday. I'm not doing that. I'm like, oh, that looks nice. I'll have a bit of that. Well, I wonder what that's like. I'm just going to taste a bit.
It's a good confession. That's you just tasters.
Yeah. And, just to kind of cover my own back, I like to think I'm quite a generous housemate. I buy us takeout. I take us out for lunch sometimes. So, it's the least they can do is let me. Just saying.
Thanks, Will. I can see Sing is with us. Good morning, Sing.
Hi, Sing.
You're on an Echo show. You can see our faces, Sing.
Hey.
Listen, we are talking confessions this morning. So if you have a confession and you would like to let us know what it is, the command to give your device is the word say, followed by your confession, like producer Will's confession. Or if you are listening on an audio-only Echo, go to backchannel.tv. You can get involved that way. So,
I have a confession. I thought of a confession.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go on.
So years ago, there was this one restaurant I used to like to go to, and it was a really nice restaurant, right? Good end, high end quality. And for some reason, they had a lost and found box, right? So if someone left something, they would just put
Okay.
it, and it was a nice area. It was a nice restaurant. So every time I would go, I would just kind of do a little shop in the lost and found box.
Allyson.
I've got a great scarf. I got a couple umbrellas. Yeah. I took things from the lost and found that was not mine. Ooh, there's my confession.
I took some car keys. We are playing. Well, we're not playing. We're actually asking for your confessions this morning. I can see Tim has joined. Tim, we missed you yesterday.
Tim, where you been? Yeah, we're glad to have you back. We're talking confessions, Tim. We're confessing things. We got a good one here. Somebody wrote in. Okay, so wandering around the supermarket, I found an employee and asked her where the eggs were. She led me around the shop to point them out. As I turned to thank her, I realized, so she was in an Asda, which is a certain brand of show. I realized I was in a Lidl, and she was just doing her shopping. Oh, I love it. So there was no employee. They asked someone who did not work there. I like that they
And they show, and you can tell that's in the UK. Because we're so polite, we just go. Oh, we don't even say we don't work here. We just show you where they are.
They're like right this way. It didn't tip the person off that she had a cart and a baby, but that's her working cart,
And
her
a
working
dog.
baby. Yeah, that's and
Tim
a
is
shopping
good
list
morning.
in her arms. But yeah, okay, that's a good one. I like that.
Tim has said good morning to us, Allyson.
Good morning, Tim. Do you have any confessions? Do you have anything you want to get off your chest, Tim?
We are talking confessions. We ask for people's most embarrassing confessions that we can read out on breakfast radio. And here we go. As a child, I was terrified that someone being ostracized meant they slowly turned into an ostrich. Ostracized. Oh dear.
That's
You did-
cute.
I think there's lots of confusions with words and stuff when you're younger, isn't it? Or like things that you believe. Like the old favorite is like if you swallow bubble gum, your parents tell you that it'll cause complications, or if you swallow an apple core, like apple seeds, an apple tree will grow in your
Grow out
stomach.
of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh goodness, I like that. I
What
turned
did you
into an
believe when you were a kid? That was like
That was I'm trying to think, what did I really believe as a child? I mean, I still, even though we've learned it's not a fact, if you swallow gum, it takes 7 years to digest.
that
That's
was
when
the one. Yes.
still in my head, I believe that. Um, I mean, I guess I always for the longest time, it was kind of around Christmas. I always wanted to tell the truth because if I thought if I lied, Santa wouldn't bring me the Barbie that I wanted. So I really tried to be honest at all times because I was like, wow. Santa's gonna know if I lie and then I
So
don't get my
your
Barbie.
mum got some home truths.
She did. She got some real reality checks just so I could get my Barbie rocker.
She's like, Vicky, your mum's like, have I put on weight? You have actually, Vicky. Now
Yeah.
where's the
Please
Barbie?
please give me my Barbie. So yeah, what about you? What about you as a child? Anything?
I think like if you thought sometimes, I think was there an age where you thought you could get pregnant from kissing?
Oh, okay, so you're like,
Mm.
"I'm never kissing."
I mean, not that anyone ever wanted to anyway.
But
I
when
was
you were
my own
fantasizing.
contraception.
Yeah.
We're talking your confessions this morning. If you have a confession and would like to tell us what it is, and nothing too serious, we don't need to get the police involved. But the command to give your device is the word say if you're watching on an Echo show, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. You can get involved that way. Or if you're watching on YouTube, just type in the comments box below. We'll do a few more and then we'll move on to true or false.
Yes.
Someone has messaged in and said, whenever I'm in someone's kitchen, I always check if their cutlery is arranged in the order of fork, knife, and spoon. For savages that don't have it that way, I wait and offer to dry up and then reorganize it correctly. Do you have it that way? I'm just thinking if I do fork, knife, spoon, I think I do have it that way.
Oh, no, I think I go fork, spoon, knife, so I'm wrong,
This
everyone.
person would be very, very mad.
Wow. All right. This is one of my favorites. When I saw this, because my boyfriend hates spiders. Hates. Like, I don't tell him when I find them. So get this. Okay, someone wrote in, my wife is terrified of spiders and asked me throw away any from inside the house outside. I know they'll freeze to death outside, so I just move them around the house until she sees them again. I think I've thrown the same spider out about 4 times already this week.
Oh, that's a good one.
That
Tim,
is.
Tim has got in touch. He said, I once pretended to be a company employee to take advantage of an open bar.
Well done, Tim. Well done.
That's really good. It's like the Wedding Crashers, isn't it? Just going around getting that open bar. I
Yes.
like that. I like it a lot. We are talking confessions this morning. I can see that Leo has joined us. Good morning, Leo. If you would like to get involved with the show this morning, the ways to do so. If you are watching on an Echo show, the command to give your device is the word say, followed by whatever you'd like to tell us this morning within reason. Or if you are listening on an audio-only Echo device, go to backchannel.tv on your phone and you can get involved with the show that way. It's dead easy. I'll read out one more. We're talking confessions this morning, like Usher. And confession is I had to teach 2 members of my staff how to fill in a check, and it made me feel very old.
Oh.
Checks aren't really a thing now, are they?
No,
In the year
they
2022.
were look, when I went to university, because I had never had a bank account until I went away to university, my dad was just like, "What do you need a bank account for? What, to put your babysitting money in?" I was like, "I guess you're right." So then when I went to university, I didn't know anything. I didn't know how to write a check. My business management degree roommate had to teach me how to write a check, but this was like back in like the 1920s. Um long time ago. Anyway, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, it would make you feel a little you're mature. You are a
Mature.
worldly knowledgeable individual. Don't feel old for that.
You are a cheddar cheese in a world full of baby bells. That's what
You
you are.
Hayley, that's such a nice way of saying it. You are the charcoal cheddar. They are the baby bells. Excellent. Thank
Listen,
you. Yeah.
thank you, everyone, for your confessions. Thank you, Alison, for yours. Listen, shall we play a game of true or false?
Let's get into it. I know our regulars, Doug, Tim, I'm sure we'll have some other people show up. But for those of you who have not joined us before, this is our competitive game of true or false.
True or
Competitive.
false?
Competitive. Why, Hayley?
Because I make it that way.
She is competitive, and
I
I am.
hate to lose,
Yeah.
and that is the problem because that does genuinely make me angry, and I will take it out on my partner at the end of the day. I'm
It
just
is
really
true.
miserable, so I need to win. So with Doug's help and Tim's help, hopefully I can reign supreme. But I think today, Alison, because Doug and Tim are very, very good at this game, we should lock our answers in before theirs come in.
Okay, so we make a guess, but they still get to be involved.
Yeah, and we
Yeah.
give Tim points and we'll give Doug points. You have your own scorecard now,
Yeah.
gang. So, Alison, would you like to go
Yeah.
first or second today?
Well, why not? I'll go first. You go ahead and ask me. You go ahead and
Okay.
ask me. Get ready, everyone. Here we go. Competitive true or false. 50-50 chance. Get involved. Let's do this.
Okay. Question number 1. Denmark has the oldest and most continued. Let me get my words out. Denmark has the oldest and most continuously used national flag. Is that true or is it false? Denmark. It sounds like you're typing there, Alison. You better not be Googling this.
I wasn't. I was pulling
Okay.
my pen lid.
I was like, is she Googling it? We're playing true or false. If you just joined us, I can see Chanel has joined the stream.
Hey,
If you'd like to
Chanel. Just in time.
vote,
First true or false question. Here we go. All right. So one more time, Hayley.
Denmark has the oldest and most continuously used national flag. But is that true or is it false? If you would like to make a guess and you are watching us on an Echo show, the command to give your device is the word say. So the name of your device followed by the word say, followed by your guess. Or go to backchannel.tv on your phone, type your guess in there. Alison, what are you saying?
I'm going to say true. I'm saying true before Doug and Tim even get involved, although Doug's already put up an answer. But I'm saying true because when I think of the Denmark flag, I believe it is blue and it's got some symbol on it. So instinctively, the fact that I think I know the flag, I'm going to say yes. I think it is true. I think that that is true. Doug says so. Tim is saying false. Doug says true. I'm going with true as well. I'm locking in true.
Okay. Now the Denmark flag, I just Googled it because I was like, when I was thinking of it, I was thinking a red flag, and it's a red flag with a white cross on it.
So I obviously do not know the flag, but I'm still going with true. I'm still going with true.
Yeah, I've locked you in at true, and I can tell you are right because it is true. Even though you don't know the flag. Yeah, Denmark has been using its current flag design since 1625. And other than the UK flag, that's one of the few ones I know. So that's how you know how popular it is. Because I don't know flags, but I do know the Denmark one. Yes, Denmark has been using its current flag design since 1625. True. Well done. Give yourself a point. Give Doug a point.
I
Me
did.
and Tim are still not off the starters yet, Tim.
That's all right, though.
You can do it.
All right.
You
can get involved. Okay, so here we go. Here's your question, Hayley. The oldest living land mammal is a tortoise.
Alison June Smith. Alison June Smith.
I am 375 years old. Okay, so the oldest living land mammal is a tortoise that is 190 years old. So the oldest living land mammal is a tortoise that is 190 years old. Is that true or is that false?
The oldest living land mammal is a tortoise. I think that's true. And I think we've discussed this tortoise. Is he older than 190 though?
Is it a tricky trickster? Yeah, this is where it gets...
like tortoises do live for loads of years. That's a technical term.
Loads.
I think it might be more than 190, but I'm going to say that's true. It could be a tricky trickster one, but I'm going to lock my answer in as true before Doug and Tim come in if they're going to compete in this one.
Hayley's going with true. Doug and Tim, what do you think? Do you have any? I think we have talked tortoises before. Generally, tortoises do live a long time. So, I think your logic is absolutely correct. I would agree with your line of thought. But is it true or is it false? Is there
I think it
anyone
might
else
be
that wants
older. Now
to?
I'm thinking, I've already said true, but I think it might be older now. I mean, you would know. The problem is you have the advantage on some of these questions because you
I
have
was
been around.
around. I was
Yeah.
around for that. I invented the tortoise. Tim said that sounds true. So Tim
Yeah.
is saying true. Doug, do we have an answer from you? We are
Saying
talking
true.
oldest living mammal, 190. Yeah, Doug says true. Yes. I can tell you that you guys are absolutely correct. Every one of you gets a point. It is true. There is a land mammal, a tortoise that is 109 years old, and his name, everyone, is Jonathan.
Yes, I do remember his name.
Yeah.
We met briefly in 1802. Right, here we go. Give us all a point. Well done, Tim. Well done, Doug. And well done, more importantly, me.
Hayley.
Allyson,
Yes.
an otter, an otter's home is called a lodge. Is that
Oh,
true or is it false?
I got
What are
real
you voting
excited
for?
there because I believe that is true. I have talked otters with people in the past. I love the otter. To me, they as we've learned in the past, they choose a favorite stone. They keep a favorite stone. They keep it in their they have pockets because they got baggy skin, so they keep it in their skin pockets. Sorry to use that term.
Sorry.
Uh Yeah, I know. They hold hands when they're sleeping so they don't float away, so they keep in touch with one another. Otters are amazing characters, and a lot of I believe that the term lodge, yeah, is an otter's home. I believe that
Okay.
is true. I'm saying true.
Thank you, Alison. I can see Vincenzo has just joined the stream. Thank you for joining us. We are playing competitive true or false here on the Hayley and Alison show. Competitive because I make it that way. The question I asked Alison is an otter's home is called a lodge. Is that true or is it false? Alison said true. Tim has said, I thought beavers had lodges, but otters could too since they're similar. And Doug has said that's true. I can tell you, Alison, it's actually false.
What do they
And
call?
it's called a holt, Holt. So an otter's home
Oh,
is called a holt. There you go.
well, we all
Put
lost a
yourself
point on
down.
that one.
0 points, Alison.
0. Sorry, gang. But look, we were all in the same thought pattern.
Mm,
We thought it was a lodge, but it's called a holt. Holt.
it is.
Holt. Okay. I'll
Yeah,
remember that. Holt. Yep.
yeah.
All
Say
right.
it again.
Holt. Look at those otters in their holt. All right. Excellent. I've used it in a sentence. It will be remembered throughout the day. All right. Haley and Tim and
Yes.
Doug and whoever else wants to play. Here we go. Earth's oldest known rock is about 4 billion years old. So Earth's oldest known rock is about 4 billion years old. Is that true or is that false?
Well, you should know because you own that, don't you?
I do. I was
You
here.
actually found it. You found that
I
rock. Thinking
caught
about
the rock. Yeah.
Um, Earth's old. I mean, yeah, probably true. I mean, how would you be able to know if a rock was 4 billion years old?
Maybe the rings. Do
Ask
rocks have
it.
rings? Yeah.
Maybe it just looks really tired, and they're like, "Oh, that looks about 4 billion years old." Um, or do they mean like the man, the rock? Earth's
No.
oldest known rock? No, we're talking about actual rocks. Maybe less than 4 billion. I don't know. That's the point of this game, isn't it? It could be true. I'm gonna go true. Oh, Tim said I think it's older, so false. Ooh.
Yeah. Hey, you are supposed to lock in your answer before they start giving us information,
Well, I
Haley.
didn't, and so I'm saying false.
Okay,
I'm
you're
gonna
going false?
I'm going false because Tim says false.
Okay, so
Uh,
Tim has said false.
and I'm locked in now. I'm
Doug
locked
thinks
in.
it's false. Haley cheated and waited for their input, and she is saying false as well. Well, I can tell you, you're all wrong. It is true.
Oh,
Sorry, gang. Earth's oldest known rock is about 4 billion years old. Sorry, everyone.
I'm livid with myself, but thank you anyway, Tim, and thank you, Doug. Yeah, tricky.
Tricky
You knew that
tricksters.
one. You had the
Yep.
advantage for that, though.
Because I'm old. I'm not
Here we
old,
go.
everyone. Anyway, yeah.
She's
Okay.
not. She's really not. Here we go. Allyson, an elephant has 100 muscles in its trunk. But is that true or is it false? And we're not talking about the trunk in its car. We're talking about its actual trunk
Its
on its
actual
face.
trunk.
An elephant has 100 muscles in its trunk. Is that true or is it false? If you would like to play the game and join in, the command to give your device, if you're watching us on an Echo show and can see Allyson looking really
Pondering. I am. I'm really thinking about the trunk and all that it
You need
can
to
do.
you need to lock in quickly before Doug and Tim come
Okay,
in.
I'm gonna say I believe that's false. I bet you it has more than 100 muscles. I'm locking into false. Let's see what they say.
Okay, now I'll just do a recap now she's locked in.
Yeah.
The command to give your device, if you're watching us on an Echo show, all you need to do is the name of your device followed by the word say, followed by your guess. If you are listening on an audio only Echo, I can see a few of you are. If you go to backchannel.tv, dead easy. I can't stress how easy it is to join in there. It's just like a chat room. You just have a little chat and let us know what you think the answer is. So the question was, an elephant has 100 muscles. Went like Sean Connery. Muscles. An elephant has 100 muscles in its trunk. You said, what did you say, Ali?
I said false.
Yeah.
I think it is more, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tim has said true, because those trunks seem pretty versatile. And Doug has said false. Okay. The answer is false.
It has more, doesn't it?
It doesn't say.
Oh. Well, just
There
says
we go.
false. Will, can we find out how many muscles are in a elephant's trunk? I'm just curious.
I mean, it depends if it's been working out, I guess.
No, you still got muscles. It's just not profound muscles. Okay, so anyway, me and Doug both get a point. Yay, Doug.
Please don't sing again.
Okay.
There we go. Doug said it's 100,000. What?
Wow.
Tiny.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. That's me being Owen Wilson. Wow. Okay. Will, when you find out, let us know. Okay, let's move on. Next question. Here we go for Hayley and anyone else who wants to compete. Ostriches stick their heads in the sand when they feel threatened. Is that true or is that false? That they stick their head in the sand when they feel threatened. True or false?
Now, initially I would go true because that's what you learn, isn't it? But that's so obvious. That's what the stereotype. I'm thinking maybe it's false. Maybe they do it for another reason because it just seems too easy. So I'm going to go false. I'm going to lock in false.
Okay, Hayley's locking in false. What do we think, listeners? Tim, Doug, what do you think? They do in cartoons. I know, Tim, exactly. They stick their head in the sand.
That's why I was thinking that. And I thought that's too obvious, Tim, because that's what we associate with ostriches. And me when we have a tax deadline. But sticking that head in the sand. Allyson. Yeah, Doug has said, by the way, elephants have 40,000 bones.
You mean Will? Will has said they have 40,000 bones.
Yeah. Tim has said, if you get this question wrong, you'll be
ostracized. Brilliant, Tim. You're on fire. Drop the mic on that one. Your day's done. Your day's done. You've already peaked. Doug says false. Hey, do it again. Sorry. Nice. That's for you, Tim. Doug says false. Hayley, remind me again. You said false. So yes, Tim has been hilarious. Doug has said false, and you have said false. I can tell you. You and Doug are correct. It is false. It doesn't say when they stick their head in the sand, but they do not stick their head in the sand when they feel threatened. So they might stick their head in the sand for some other reason. Point for Hayley. Point for Doug. Excellent. All right.
Here we go.
Next question. Yes.
Allyson, the state sport of Maryland is jousting. And is that true or is it false? The state sport of Maryland is jousting. Now you'll remember jousting from back in the day.
It was a great activity. I used to watch the boys joust all the time. My milkshake brings all the jousters to the jousting yard was actually my original song. So jousting is a sport in Maryland. I mean, I have no idea. So I'm gonna say true. Yeah, I'm going to say true. I'm just going with true. That is my instinct. Doug has also said yes. Doug has said true as well. Tim said that's so strange. It's probably true. Yeah. So we're all leaning towards true. And I did also answer before they gave their answers. So
you did, Allyson. You did. And
because I play by the rules.
I can tell you, Allyson, you are all completely correct. Yes, you are. The state
Yay!
sport of Maryland is jousting. So if you live in Maryland and you're growing up, it's not football for you. Get on that horse and get that spear.
Joust. Joust, joust, joust. Excellent. All right, here we go. Next question. Hayley, Doug, Tim, everyone else playing. Baby koalas are called joeys. Is that true or is that false? Baby koalas are called joeys. True or
Now,
false?
I thought baby kangaroos were called joeys. I think they are. But so maybe that's for kangaroos. Okay, I'm going to go false. I think it's baby kangaroos are called joeys.
Okay, so your answer is false.
Yeah.
Tim, Doug, what do you think? Are baby kangaroos called, or sorry, baby koalas, are they called joeys? Baby koalas. False. I think it's kangaroos too. So Tim says false. You have said false. Doug, what are we thinking? What do you think? Do you have any views on this? Baby koalas, are they called? Doug says yes. So he says
true.
true. So Doug says yes. You and Tim have said false. I can tell you that it is true. They are also, they are called joeys as well. So yes, baby kangaroos
Oh.
are called joeys.
I need to get a new name. It's taken.
Yeah. So Doug, you got a point on that one. Doug, you're doing great. There we go. All right, moving along. What do you think? Do we have time for one more? One more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to join in, the command to give your device is the word say if you are watching on an Echo show, or if you are listening on an audio only Echo, go to backchannel.tv, join in the chat that way. Or if you just want to say hello this morning, drop us a line, you can do so there. And while you're there, why not hit the leave a review button? Let us know what you think.
Leave us a review. We really want to know how you guys feel. Do you like the games? What's up? Let us know how you feel about Backchannel. All right. Next question. We're playing a competitive true or false. For those of you who are joining us, this is the last question. I see Layla has just joined the stream for the first time. Hi, Layla. We are playing competitive true or false. Get involved. Here's the last question. Hayley, hit me with it.
Okay. The Spanish national anthem has no words, but is that true or is it false? The question is, the Spanish national anthem has no words. Is that true or is that false? If you would like to make a guess, if you think you know the answer, the command to give your device is the word say, followed by your guess, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone.
All right.
I need your answer.
Okay. I have no idea on this one, but because it's so strange, the Spanish national
I need
anthem.
I need your answer.
Okay, I'm going to say true. I'm saying true. I'm saying it does not have any words. That's my answer. Doug, Tim, what do we think? Anyone else want to get involved? I am saying true. The Spanish national anthem has no words. Oh, Sheila's here. Hi, Sheila. Glad to have you here again. We're on our last true and false question. The question is, the Spanish national anthem has no words. Is it true or false? I'm saying true. Doug has said true.
Tim has said false.
False. Okay.
What are you saying, Sheila? Do you know the answer to this one? The Spanish national anthem has no words. Is that true or is it false? Doug saying true. Tim saying false. Allyson, you said true.
True. Yeah.
Okay. I can tell you as I scroll down to find out what the actual answer is. The Spanish national anthem has no words. That is true.
Yeah, Doug.
Now, the problem is the UK national anthem, we only know about 3 lines and the rest of us don't know the rest of it. But there you go. Let's do one more because Sheila's just joined us. I know she likes a game of true or false.
She does like a game of
Let's
true
do
or
one
false.
more. Let's do one more.
Okay. One more. All right, here we go. True or false? There are more possible iterations of the game of chess than there are atoms in the known universe. So there are more possible iterations, so different versions
Oh, thank
of
you.
chess than there are atoms in the known universe. Is that true or is it false?
I've never heard of variations of chess. I don't know much about it. I did watch that show that was on Netflix
The
about
gamut,
yeah,
yeah.
whatever it was.
The girl playing chess, girl chess
Yeah.
player. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that. I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it, but I don't know about variations of chess. I'm gonna say false. I
So you're
mean,
saying false?
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna.
Okay. So
They're
so
probably
Hayley,
true. They're probably true. Queen's Gambit. Thank you, Tim.
thank you, Tim. Yeah. Queen's Gambit.
Um,
So there are more possible iterations of the game chess than there are atoms in the known universe. Hayley is saying false. You
yeah.
gotta, yeah. Okay.
Oh yes. All right, Allyson.
All right. You gotta lock it in. You gotta lock it in.
I've locked it in.
Doug, Tim, Sheila, what do you think? Are there more versions? Doug says false, so he's with Hayley. He's saying false. Okay. What do we think? Tim, do you have an idea? You don't have to. Sheila, do you have any input? What do you think? Are there more variations of the game chess than there are atoms in the known universe? Doug and Hayley are in it false. Doug and Hayley are saying false at this point. Tim, I'll say true because it seems false. So Tim is just playing the odds. I like it.
That's
A little
what-
devil's advocate. Yeah.
To be fair, Tim, I was sort of siding that way, but then I decided I had to lock it in because Allyson got very pressurized. Go on, Allyson. What's the answer?
Okay. I can tell you. Oh, Sheila says false. All right. I can tell you the answer as you are hanging on the edge of your seat is true. Sorry, everyone.
Okay, then.
Well,
All right, Allyson.
way to go, Tim.
Name them. Name them.
Hey, I never said I was a professional chess player. I'm just reading the facts that Will has found. There are
Well, name them. No.
there are more iterations of a game of chess than there are of atoms in the known universe. So there's a lot of different versions. Sorry, I mean, Tim gets the point on that which means today's winner is Doug. Doug has destroyed. Doug has gotten 7 points overall. Between Hayley and Allyson,
Yeah.
Allyson has won today by
Anyway, we're moving on now.
a significant amount. If I could just take a
let's stop.
second. Hayley has 2,
we're
Allyson
moving
had
on.
4.
Well, can you get off the
5.
screen?
No, 4. 4. I had 4. So.
Well done, Allyson. I hope you enjoy your little win. Right. Thank
that
you,
means-
everyone.
Our week is tied, Hayley. Sorry, I keep cutting off. Our week is tied. So far we've had a tie, and then Hayley won 1, and I won 1. So tomorrow, deciding factor. That's exciting, everyone. That's
It
exciting.
is exciting. Thank you for taking part in that, Sheila, Doug, and Tim. It's almost time for the end of the show, but don't worry because we have shows here all day on Backchannel. It's not just about the Hayley and Allyson show because coming up next is the absolute delight, Liv Harrison. She is here 8 till 10 a.m. At 10 till 12, Jam and Rennie, brand new show started last week, so check them out. At 12 till 2, it's the Anthony Davis show. At 2 till 4, Hal Rudnick is here with his show, Your Pal Hal. And at 4 till 6, Mario Smith is here with another brand new show that started last week as also. Last week is also, that makes no sense. But stick around. Doug has said Allyson can have some spaghetti now.
Because I won the game. I get to reward myself because we both love spaghetti. Doug and I were talking the other day about how much we love a little spaghetti. I will never say it like that again. I'm sorry.
Please don't.
Everyone out there.
We like to end the show on a fun fact that you can take away, tell your friends, tell your work colleagues. And here, I mean, not that you would ever bring this up, but here we go. Here's a random fun fact. Fun fact. There are 5 countries in the world that don't have airports. Can you name them, Allyson?
The Vatican City, San Marino, Monaco. This is why you wanted me to name them.
No, I know how to say this.
Liechtenstein and Andorra.
There you go. So if you would like to fly in to any of those countries,
You're not directly getting there. Yeah, you
You're
gotta
not
go
directly
somewhere
getting
nearby, transfer, get a bus, probably a train, who knows. But yeah, don't be thinking you're gonna fly into the Vatican City, San Marino, Monaco, Liechtenstein, and Andorra. You're not. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. I mean, if you did go up and tell someone that fact in the office, they probably would block you on Facebook. Hey, I know we don't speak Julie, but did you know there are 5 countries in the world that don't have airports?
And we will continue not speaking, is what she would think in her mind. Yeah.
Listen, we're back tomorrow 6 till 8 a.m., but do stick around for lovely Liv Harris. What are you up to for the rest of the day?
Today is the day I'm hoping to finish my taxes. Very exciting still.
You have been saying this every day for 2 weeks, Allyson.
I started
Save the
thinking
day.
about I know. I just keep hoping they'll magically get done if I just keep staring at the papers. So hopefully today we'll be finishing the taxes. And then I think I'm making a stir fry tonight. That's
Big plans for Allyson G. Smith. I've already been to the gym. I don't know if I've mentioned it several hundred times already.
You're very good.
I'm seeing a friend for a coffee later on, so this will be nice. And then I've got a load of work to do on my show. But anyway, we'll discuss that another day. But listen, join us again tomorrow. We love to speak to you all. Thank you mainly to Tim and Doug and Sheila and everyone who's interacted on the show today. We really do appreciate you coming back. It's an absolute joy, because if you didn't join us, we'd just be two tired women talking for 2 hours. So you make the show. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stick around for lovely Liv Harrison, and we will hopefully see you all tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.